are we?
Montecasino, very high up.
What's the city called?
Casino.
I know, but they don't know that. Oh my god, it's Star! So, we are at Montecasino, and Cassino is an important city to Italy because it was the final stronghold of the German army in World War II, right before Rome. There was a great battle here that lasted 5 months, and it was a series of 3 lines that they had to get, that the Americans and the British and various other allies, like in the previous shot, the Poles had to fight through. It was the only route that tanks could travel through, the only flat ground, and it's geographically in a valley surrounded by mountains, and the Germans picked the spot that is the shortest width of Italy. So just kind of like excellent strategy that somehow the Allies were able to defeat. However, the interesting part is that the Americans dropped bombs on the city of Cassino, as well as this monastery. Hey Aaron. Cassino was a city of 20,000 people, and after the Americans bombed it, there was 10,000 left, and no German soldiers were killed because for the raid, the Americans dropped leaflets in the city, and the civilians, one, couldn't really believe it, and also had nowhere to run. If they could go, the Germans weren't going to let them, so they were ultimately victim to the bombing raids. And so this city kind of became a symbol of Europe after the war, that it was able to rebuild and flourish, get back to strength. And I believe there's connections with Saint Benedict in the EU, where they use him as a patron saint. Really incredible story. And the fact that they've rebuilt this 4 times is pretty interesting too. Really beautiful place. Corinne, it's your time to shine. Where are we?
I don't know, actually.
Do you know?
We're going to a place called Starburnie Coffee, and let's just say Starbucks ripped them off, and this is the legit
This is the legit place. Look at that. That's Vesuvius. So we are in the town of Ercolano, Herculaneum, named after Hercules. They believe he founded this town. And the main important reason why we're here is because it's the lesser known, I guess, little brother of Pompeii. The initial winds were blowing towards Pompeii on the first day. So Herculaneum was able to see the devastation for about a full day and mainly make their escape, but they couldn't escape by the water because the wake was too torrential, and a lot of people lost their lives here. Hi, Erica.
Hello.
Do you have any other information about this place?
Did you tell them about the skeletons?
Okay, so the skeletons. Do you want to say it?
So the skeletons that are in these little archways that we'll see down there are people that were trying to get to the boats to escape to the sea because the water line was so much farther up because the ash hadn't made it land yet, and they all died and got vaporized, and their skeletons were left there because of the heat and all the volcano stuff.
The ashes and heat carbonized most organic material. Like the organs were vaporized instantly, but other things like wood, like papyrus scrolls, were able to be preserved because of the thing that destroyed everything. It's really weird. This wasn't discovered until the 1700s, which is pretty crazy that they built a whole entire city on top of it. Became Napoli. The disaster wasn't forgotten, but the cities themselves were. So this was discovered first on accident, and then Pompeii a few years later. Okay. What are we in right now?
We are currently in the women's portion of the paestum Herculaneum.
Oh, this is for the women?
Sorry, get away.
Did they put it back? No.
I'm blind.
Yeah, I think it was founded in the 420s. Where are we this time?
We're in Greece.
No. Do you want to handle this again?
All right, so we took a long voyage, and I may or may not have slept, but let's just say that we're in Greece, but not really.
My camera's way better than yours.
No way.
So everyone's famous. The cuisine here is famous for the mozzarella balls, but the mozzarella balls are named after this lady named Mozzarella. And one day she was going to take a bath, and all these farmers who farmed buffalo, they saw her taking a bath, and when she took off her shirt, her boobs were so white. It reminded them of the cheese, so they called them mozzarella balls.
The more you know. No, you have a selfie stick? Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Can't look at it, it's good.
Well, I have to get you in the motion. She was sketching.
But it wasn't actually believed to be a temple.
So this area was like a marsh, and at one point was overcome by mosquitoes that could carry malaria and uninhabitable. So for centuries, these temples were hidden by overgrowth until around the same time as Pompeii and Herculaneum were found, because the same governing body decided to build a road through here and just by luck found these temples.
Also, they around that same time, off was made. So
Yeah, and off made everything better.
off allowed them to go around without having malaria because of the mosquitoes. So thanks to off. Anyway, I can go the distance. I'm on my way. I can go the distance. I don't care how far. Somehow I'll be strong. I know every mile will be worth my while. Wait for it. I could go most anywhere to find where I belong. Thank you.
Where's my Instagram husband? Like, I have a little,
Hello.
like a little,
How's it going? Are you taking a video right now?
Yeah.
and so I like hold it halfway down and then I can move wherever I want.
Remember our last couple field trips have been like to Seattle and Arizona, and now we're
This is a little different.
in southern Italy.
Yeah.
No.